I also want meat. I'm not going to be making this, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sausage. Roast. These are the things that I'm currently making. I guess I can also add the raw fish. That makes sense. Dry. Both of these should be out on there. Is there anything else I make? I guess bacon. Don't currently make it, but we'll add it on. I suppose if I'm going to be doing this, we'll add in the prepared meat as well. I'm not yet up to doing all the prime cuts and stuff like that, so let's add these in. Right, so scrap meat will be 1. So considering that makes... so 3 of these is the equivalent of this, so this should be 3. Or thereabouts. Again, I'm not running this shop to make a profit. I've got infinite of my own coins. This is mostly here to facilitate people grabbing this stuff if I'm not available, but I've just got loads of orders that are making it. That requires 2 meat, that requires 3 meat, that requires 4 meat. That's actually fairly easy to use, so I can just calculate that. This requires 2 meat, so this should be 6. This requires 3 meat, so that should be 9. Should be 12. Didn't check how much the sausage required. Let me go back and check that. Raw sausage is made with that, so it's effectively the same as 1 meat. Effectively, 1 meat turns into 1 raw sausage. As far as the fish go, I think there's literally 1 for 1, but let me just double check that. Yep, 1 for 1. So whatever I charge on these, I can just immediately charge it. That's 3, so this should be 3 as well. And the sausage should be 3. There you go. That pretty much... raw fish, 1, 1. So you can buy whatever it is that you particularly want through there. The fish is super easy. Though I think... different fish give different amounts. Let me go and double check that. Though we might be getting into the territory of... I don't think it's really worth it because I don't think many people are going to be fishing. A medium fish gives 2 and a large fish gives 4. I don't think anything else gives anything different. Oh, the urchins are 2 4, and as are sardines 2 4. Yeah, sardines and urchins require 2 of them for each piece of fish. I'll be making and selling research papers. I don't have any research papers available right now, but that is definitely something I could do. I don't actually think I'm buying urchins. Urchin, submit. Have we got sardine in this? Specific sardine. So if that's 1, then this is technically less than. But you know what? No. I'll aim for at cost with this place. Quite a lot of it is going to be near to or actually at cost. Everything else is fine except things that are... So medium fish, that gives me 2. You are a large fish, so this gives me 4. Medium fish. Medium fish as well. Large fish. And you're just a jellyfish. Oh, I also need to add crab. Oh no, crab is already there. Crab should just be one, I think. Yeah, crab's already one. Okay. Hey, Aavak, I applied to join the kingdom. Did it automatically accept you? Is it an application process? I'm not aware of. Citizens. Authorization. Anyone can become a direct citizen of the Kingdom of Science. Oh, right, you can roll it down. Yeah, there we are. Awesome. I know people I play with prefer making cooking papers from dried fish over fried food, which needs fat. I don't actually have a research bench, but I mean, I wouldn't be adverse to supplying the fish for it. There we go. That'll allow someone to get dried fish fairly easily. And it will also allow me to make them. I could add a little bit more, like drop the prices on some things in order to ensure that I was making more of it. So if someone gave me a tuna, they wouldn't be able to take the entire, like they wouldn't be able to afford the entire tuna's worth of fish. So I'd be gaining an amount of stuff. But honestly, I don't think that really is something that we need to worry about. I think I'll probably set this up to be a barter system. We'll see how that goes. Right, so tiny animals produce 1 meat. So this will be for 3. This is tiny. I am not going to encourage you to kill water ferrets. They are off. If you kill them, you can sell them somewhere else. You're damned by your conscience. I'm not going to be a part of this horrible exchange, you scoundrels. You know who you are, and you know you are bad. Just need to go and double check again because I've forgotten what these were. Fairly certain I remember, but just to be certain. Medium gives... oh yeah, it's 5, and then small gives 2. Right, so what are you? You are a croc. And that means 5. Coyote is small, really. Fox is small as well. Hare is... oh, sorry. Wait, what am I doing? I need to multiply it by 3. My bad. Almost did it dumb. Jaguar will be 15 as well. The goat will be 15. But the wolf carcass... the wolf carcass is small? Really? This game has some funny ideas about wolves, I swear. I mentioned it before. This genuinely feels bizarre. Wolves are huge. Wolves are not small. And I think that's pretty much it. Now, what this will allow is this is going to enable everyone who is looking for food to make use of my facilities effectively through me. I'll set up jobs to make these orders. And I will set them to much higher amounts than I have here. And when... So if someone sells me a carcass, it'll automatically get butchered down. And then I will have jobs to turn them into the various other types of meats. And then someone will be able to then purchase those items. I heard a ding. Yes, I have a star. Indeed. So this will allow people to effectively drop by basically at cost and convert into something they can then trade with a cook to get food. I may adjust these at some point. The main reason I would want to adjust these, making some things less or even better value than cost, is to disincentivize certain hunting. The otter. We're not gonna process those. So, if you're hunting otters, well, good luck. If you're not a butcher and you can't palm them off to any other butchers, then you've just wasted your time. You've wasted an arrow. But I'll keep an eye on the various healths of the populations and then adjust it. And if one is getting overhunted, I'll make it a worse deal to sell that particular animal to me. Or possibly just remove it entirely. And if one is their population is booming, possibly because of overhunting of a natural predator or something along those lines, then I can make it an even better deal to incentivize culling that animal. That should be solid. Now, the thing with this is this allows people who are out hunting to basically trade for that. But it doesn't really get me anything other than the warm fuzzies. The warm fuzzies are lovely, but I also do actually need things myself. So, time for me to put in some of the things I want. So, we want to roll on through and find things that taste good to us. I've never tried that, so I don't know. What do you mean I've never tried to break roast? You lie. Anything that tastes good, I'm going to add. So eating things that taste good is, understandably good for me. I don't really... I've never... Oh, right, baked. Right, of course. I've never had a baked roast. That is indeed true. I will have these, because I find them delicious. Yeah, I've had a campfire roast. Let's keep going down. Never tried these foods before. I'll take that one. I find that one horrible. This way, I can encourage a supply of foods that my character actively wants to eat. Because if I can fill up on calories that I find tasty, then that is going to be a generally good thing for my leveling. I love how the mushroom spores themselves are a food. I don't need dried fish or dried meat because I produce that myself. Let's keep going. Most of these things I've not really tried before, so I'll probably be upgrading this over time as I find more things that I like. Mochi. Do you pronounce it mochi or is it mochi? Okay. Down here for things that I haven't seen. Yeah. Right. Select. Now, these I want to really incentivize getting. So, while a bison carcass is grand, I don't really need it. But these, now these are super nice. Granted, my bison carcass gives me 10 meat, which, you know, if someone else doesn't buy and then trade in the shop, that I can then trade in the shop. So, you know, I need to be somewhat reasonable about it. I want 10 of these. Sorry, I want to make at least 10 Aavak credits. You can buy a lot of meat for these. Actually, let me make the good ones 10 and the delicious ones can be 15. And also, you know, I'll adjust for the amount of calories they give. The bullet mushrooms, they're very minor. So, you know what, I'll make those a 5. Charred corn. And they were delicious. So I'll make charred corn a 3. Charred mushrooms will be a 5 because I believe that was delicious, or was it good? It was good. 350, that's 350, that's 200. But these are only good, so they're not as amazing for me. This one was good. This one was good. That's 900. That's 900, so that should at least be a 10 as well. This part, I'm not really sure what to set them to. We'll see over time. Now, these ones are amazing, so I will happily offer 15. In fact, I'm going to take this all the way up to 20. Not 1,000. Not that flush with cash. This one will also be a 20. There we are. That should bring me the things that I really want. I'm a little bit concerned about the bison. Although I'm stacking that for the amount of meat it produces, I'm worried that this is going to encourage people to just hit the bison hard. And they're already easy enough to find. I'm actually going to drop this. I feel that that is a risky one to have so high up there. There we go. We'll make a bison the same value to me as a stew of something delicious that I absolutely want. Don't want you to go bison. Indeed. Buy bison. Yeah, exactly. That's my concern. Is that kind of amount is going to just encourage wild destruction of the bison. So that is super nice there. And I think that's about all I'm going to need to do. And alright. Oh, actually, no, let's close that again. I want to make sure that this how do I change how it works? Bank account. How do I change this between barter? Don't want to make it for sale. Currency to use. Can I change this to barter? No, I kind of want it to use this. Yeah, how does one switch over to a barter system? Let me have a quick look. Eco. Barter. Oh, bottom of the barter. Bottom of the credit area. Really? Where? Wasn't barter at the very bottom? Barter at the very bottom of credit. This one. Oh, there we are. Perfect. Okay. So what barter means is you can only exchange for what you can't accrue my currency. These are being sold at cost. So I don't want someone to just sit there and amass an enormous amount of this currency, especially probably because we're not going to be keeping it around for a very long time. So it's a case of you can come and buy something in exchange for something you want to buy at the time. And if I don't have something you want to buy at the time, well, then just don't sell things to me. That should also help with curbing too much killing. Because otherwise, you could just get lots of these things. So I'm going to need to make sure there is an initial stock at all times for this to work. But outside of that, I mean, there is 2 food things that you can straight up buy. There we are. Okay, open to trade. T-bone tailoring. Tunk. There we are. Hello, Gettysburg. Right. Other things that I could also put in there as wanted are furniture items, frankly. If someone wants to sell me some furnishings, that certainly wouldn't be an awful thing. Actually, no, that isn't a bad idea. Though, I do need to make sure that I have availability of some of this stock. So let me go and set up a bunch of things to be butchered. So, I'm going to want to make 4 of these, 3 of these, 3 of those. Can't afford to do that many of those, so we won't worry about that. 2 of these. But now I'm just putting in a bit of work, and I'll go out and I'll hunt some more. Alright, so that takes care of that to a degree. The other thing I need to do is make sure I'm not taking on too many of anything. So right now I'm accepting a stupid amount of lots of things. Oh, someone just sold me a bunch of sharks. Well, there we are. So, limit is, let's say, 20. Actually, let's set the limit to something a lot more reasonable. Let's set the limit to 10. Again, I don't want anyone to overhunt, and if I've got 10 of a carcass and I've not done anything with it, then it's being overhunted. Let's make sure that these are limited. Wish there was a way that I could easily do this. However, I will increase the fish limit a bit. There we are. The shop is starting to fill up with different things now. I wonder if there's a way to just copy this stuff over. We'll see how this goes. Honestly, I'm not expecting to do a lot of trade with this sort of thing. Just because there's an awful lot of people who just want food, not things that get used to make food. There's only a few people who really need the sorts of things that I produce. Down here, I will happily take 10. Yeah, you know what? 10 of each of these food items, that's fine. Actually, let's make these 5. I don't need more than that. These are just to top up some foods that I very much like. They're good to eat if I have them available to eat, and it's not going to throw off the balance of my meals. There we go. Right, there we go. Sorted. But yeah, I just got my star, yeah. How is money introduced into the game? Do people sell to the bank? What do you mean in money? Like, if you mean, Oh, thank you so much, Ambros Mortem. That was absolutely ridiculously kind of you. Thank you so very much for that tip. Eco is such a good game. Also, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn. But there we are. That's all in there now. If you sell me carcasses or sell me food, expect to be able to get a decent amount of gubbins from it. Especially if it's food that I really like. In fact, you know what? I'm going to increase the cost of these, because that way... Just kind of thinking about how much goes into making these. Like, using the meat scraps. I want the chefs to be able to get a decent amount of meat scraps from selling me things, so... Maybe these ones, maybe not. I mean, they're very, very cheap. I'm going to eat them more for keeping my variety up on stuff that's nice to me. But these definitely. I want them to be able to, you know, afford enough meat scraps so they can make some decent tallow. With your meat prices, 20... Oh, I realize 20 is good for stew, but basically 20 allows them to make 2 stews. But this allows them to make 2.5 stews. I feel that's fine. Because that 2.5, maybe I'll buy one, and someone else will buy another, and then one other person can just, like, look at half of the stew. Salivating. Waiting. But hopefully it'll help. Again, my objective here isn't to make money. I already have a bajillion Aavak credits. I don't need more of those. What I want to do is to help people get food. And this is largely for me when I'm not online, really, more than anything. I will set up a couple of big tasks that have a lot of drying jobs on them and stuff like that. So, for example, if I go over here and I say, I want to make 100 dried meat. And I just put in all of the calories to make this work. As long as I have meat, I'm going to dry it. I also want 100 dried fish. I'm now automatically going to do this work. Will I be able to finish that? Yeah, I did, thanks goodness. Oh, hey-o. Actually, I need to go and get some food. Oh, that is an... What is that? Is that a machete? A stone machete? I don't think I've actually seen the tool properly before. It looks like a dagger. It looks like a weapon. I mean, I guess a machete is, but... Yes, it's a stone machete. Right, okay. You have a spread of food for me to sample. Nice. I am very happy to sample it. Easiest and best place to do is if you've popped it down into the food chest down here. I will have a gander. This would probably be the best place to put anything. If you have some, I would happily check that out then. Start putting things around. That would be amazing, because then I can find out a couple more foods that my character would like. I grabbed both of my Steam and Twitch accounts to the Eco website account. I watched 3 hours to get the drops, but when trying to connect the drops in Twitch inventory, it sends me back to the Eco website and says that I need to connect my Twitch account. But I already did that. Grubblemere, I'm so sorry to hear that you're having trouble with that, buddy. Oh, wow. I've already tried the root campfire salad, however, I will gobble that down because I need the vitamins. The field campfire stew I've already tried. Thank you, though. Oh, pumpkin. Let's see what I think about this. Yum! Nice! A new good food. Flatbread, I will gobble that down too. Yuck. Flatbread, apparently, no. Muffins? Horrible! Why does everyone hate happiness? Well, that's tanked my my tastiness. Bloody muffins. Apparently, the bakers hate muffins. I hate muffins. I have no idea what's going on with that. Why? Why are they sadness muffins? What the heck? Oh, pineapple. That's good. Scrap meat. I love the fact that my cat just likes eating scrap meat. Pineapple. I should probably add that in. And pumpkin roast. And what was it? I think pumpkin roast is the only thing that got added in there. Pumpkin roast. I'll go and add pumpkin roast. Pumpkin onto that. Yeah, it was pumpkin roast. What am I talking about? Pumpkin roast and pineapple. Good. And pineapple. I also find this good. I only want to allow for 10 of these, and I want the price to be, well, on just a pumpkin roast. That's 23 cup. Dear Lord, that's an amazing one. Okay, we're going to put that one all the way up to 30. And pumpkins, I mean, that's just going to be a 5. And again, 10. There we go. There can be a delay on the website side acknowledging the account link. Best to check in-game. Mine showed up there first, says Phoenixina. Sorry, Phoenixina. Phoenixina. I swear I can read sometimes, occasionally, when the moon is just so, and a light beam catches on a shard of broken glass and reflects straight into my eyes. And suddenly, the chaotic squiggles turn into legible script. It's a marvelous, marvelous moment. Actually magical. Right, let me go and set up a bunch of fish cleaning jobs. Right, so 100 of you. Pop. Oh, wait. Now, here's the problem. These jobs, I can only have 5 of. So I need to choose carefully. Not 1,000, please. So this one. I think I'm just going to go with the medium fish and the large. Crabs, medium fish, and large fish. Seems like a good one. There we are. I mean, I guess I could add in the Pacific salmon or this, but I don't really want to. So I'm not going to. Oh, that's right, I could add in clams. I'll do that too. I'll add clams in. Alright, so that takes care of the fish. Fish processing is now more or less automatic. So if someone is hankering for some dried fish, that's going to be an easy one. Clams are currency? What the heck is wrong with you? I think I put these on 20. I'm going to need a separate icebox, I think. I'm going to need to expand my toilet. My bathroom by shrinking my toilet. My bathroom again. Oh my god. I've got the lavatory on the brain. Expand my kitchen by shrinking my bathroom. In order to fit a second icebox. Because it's gonna take a fair bit, I think. Got there in the end, though. Right, okay. So, the thing we've been waiting for so long. So long. It's, of course... I can either go for gathering, which is an interesting one. Allows me to get higher yield from harvestables, or I can go for tailoring. Now, tailoring... specialities unlock new unique abilities and crafting recipes. New specialities can be... blah, 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 blah. So if I'm going to need to go and find a tailoring skill scroll to learn it. But they are known. I can buy it at this store right here, which is only 664 meters away. Can I mark it? Click to show in map. Shift, Control Shift click to create marker. Control Shift click. There we are. There's my marker right there. Okay. This be where we are going. I must go to get me from here over to there to pick up that skill scroll. Alright. Let's head out. Actually, I should make some more jobs. Ow. Let me gobble down some food. Have some of that, have some of this, have some of that. There we go. Tank up a bit. This way, I can add in a bunch of jobs. Now, the problem with this is I don't necessarily know which jobs are coming my way. So, I think with this one, instead of setting... Well, honestly, these are probably the easier ones. Tiny, small, medium... I could do the 2 mediums and the small. And that would at least give me meat. And then have a job to turn a lot of the meat into roasts. Because that's going to give me 3 things. That seems like a reasonable project. But let me go ahead and pop down. See, that this is the problem. Is if I stack this up, then I'm not going to be able to do specialist stuff. So it becomes a bit of a tricky one. Maybe I'll just put in the 2 mediums as automatic. So 100. Oh, that was an accident. There we go. Run with that. I'll top off all the work. You notice how I can put a lot of work in here. Yeah. That is a very big job. And that one was medium, butcher medium animal project. That was that one. And these ones, there aren't too many of these. So I'm going to set it up for 100 again, but I will run out of food soonish. Yeah, I did. Let's see if there's enough food for me to gobble down. Yep. Now that's definitely thrown off my crafting a bit, but that's fine. The balance a little bit. There we go. Right, time for me to head out. I'm not going to leave my sickle. My sickles can stay. Wish I could put more things in there, I really do. Also, why is that going up there? That really shouldn't be. That should be going in here. Let me make sure that my fishing station is set up correctly. Very much isn't. Yep. Now it is. Is this one set up correctly? Yeah, that one is. Again, I want the most restrictive ones in order. Set up like that. That'll take care of it all. Alright. I can drop my sickle off. Does anything need repairing? My hammer needs repairing, actually. Should probably take care of that now. Oh. Do I not have rocks? Well, well, well. Some of these over. Yep. And storage. Stockpile there was. There we go. I guess I'll do exactly the same here as well. Just make sure that everything is in order of the most restrictive to least restrictive. Not going to need this either. There you go. I don't intend to drag around Cart-chan. Whee! Right, so while I'm out, I'm going to grab a couple of carcasses, bring them all back. I could also probably just grab the fish. Maybe, actually. Quickly grab the fish from my crab pots. Or crabs from my crab pots, I suppose I should say. Let's bring these across. Well, that's a rather shockingly small amount of carry capacity I have there. There. Whoop. Never mind, I'll go the other way then. Now, I like the idea of the bartering system. I've never really played around with it before. Wasn't even aware that that was a thing until Mai showed me. So, I'm going to experiment with it for now and see where that goes. I may switch it back to a pure currency system so people can accrue credit. That way, even if they don't actually have something I need, they'll still be able to... if I don't have something they need right now, but sometimes I do. Kind of like I have with Sheelab. I've got a huge amount of Sheelab credit. Because I've got the carcasses now. There's no reason for me to hold on to them. I may as well bring them over and let her start working with them. And then I'll come back later on to get what I need. But I just want to see if this is a viable way of playing, I guess. Go. Oh yeah, the jobs are going to fight loads for resources. So it'll really come down to which ones are doing what. Oh, if you hold Alt while clicking in the work order, it'll fill her up. That's amazing. I mean, I've got dried fish due to stack up. Dried meat due to stack up, so the meat is going to get pulled into it. The raw bacon is going to try and fight for the meat as the meat is made available. I actually should go and butcher that carcass while it's in here. But the dried meat's only going to be able to pull one meat at a time, which is the advantage there. Hold that one. Do I have any other carcasses ready? No. So therein is the benefit for them. Different jobs are going to compete at different rates. Right, let's head on out. Get the tailoring papers. Actually, I should double check what the cost is for that. Items wanted. Oh, you want the pelts? Oh, you're selling it for nothing anyway. But you know what? I've got some pelts, so I'll take them over as a gesture of goodwill. Since you're making the skill scroll available for nothing, that's very kind of you. Since I'm going back anyway, I may as well grab the carcass. grab 5 of these. 5 of these. There we are. I haven't even had to look at a research bench this entire playthrough. Aavak does buy blue sharks, Sumi.